All hail, companions to owls. John Peel on the BBC World Service with more taste-tempting morsels for you all. This is Done Lying Down. And this little toe tapper is named Music Habit. It's by Done Lying Down from their LP John Austin Rutledge. Do you remember Laika, the first dog into space? Well, here's a band named after her.
Around my door, 44, maybe more. What the hell they want me for? Lovely faces got to grin. Ain't no way I'm letting them in. No way, you can't come in. 44 hours taking a gin. I ain't letting you in. I'll hit you with a rolling pin. So small, can't hurt a fly. Get in my way and I sure as hell try. Kick your butt down the block. Can't wait, yeah. just having a beer on my own. Don't mean Hulk Hogan didn't take me home. I got my mix, my loudspeaker whistle is so ineffective. I just pray the abyss for help to come someday soon. But until then, I'll stay in my room.
That's Leica, fronted by Margaret Fiedler, formerly of Moonshake, and a new single called 44 Robbers. Here's a really old record, but it's always wonderful, I think, to hear Gene Vincent.
Well, as I was walking down the street, I heard a crazy song with a crazy beat. The band in the house was going real wild, had all them cats just a-jumping in the aisle. Well, B-I-Bicky-Bop, Bobo, grab your girl and go-go. You love me, I love you, B-I-Bicky-Bop, Bobo, go! Asked a little chick how it got that swing. She said, search me, Dad, but it's got that thing. Well, B-I-Bicky-Bop, Bobo, grab your girl and go-go. You love me, I love you, B-I-Bicky-Bop, Bobo, go, 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 go. Shaking, so was the door. We danced down the aisle, singing and a zagging. She's a real cool doll, and I'm not a bragging. Well, B-I-Bicky-Bop, Bobo, grab your girl and go-go. You love me, I love you, B-I-Bicky-Bop, Bobo, go, get it, get it. Two, three, and four. Well, the cats was yelling for more. Well, B-I-Bicky-Bop, Bobo, grab your girl and go-go. You love me, I love you, B-I-Bicky-Bop, Bobo, go!
Gene Vincent and the Blue Caps with Galloping Cliff Gallop on guitar, and that's B-I-Bicky-Bye Bo Boo, about as daft a song title as ever there was, I think, but it still sounds wonderful to me, as does this. This is In a Sphere on the BBC World Service. That's a 12-inch on the Say Brett's record label, and it's by Inner Sphere. Actually, it's the B-side of the record, and it's called Biomechanoid. This week's star letter comes from Warren Winter, and it reads thus. It says, "Hello, John. I'm an American living in Singapore. I catch your show every week on the FM here. I'm pleased to hear that." It continues, "I came upon this list of songs that your listeners might enjoy hearing." Well, I've had a look for them, Warren, and so far I've come up with none of them. I mean, most of them, there's one Sonic Youth track, which is fairly easily found, but the rest pretty darned obscure, but I will go looking for them for sure. And then he finishes, "Keep on playing the fall." Well, that's an instruction which I don't really need to be given, although I have no fall records in this week's programme, but almost certainly there'll be some next week or the week after that. This is Simon Joyner, and this derives from Omaha, Nebraska, and it's on Sing Unix Records. The track is called Montgomery.
The vase is stainless steel, and the flowers are all plastic, and the dust comes with the meal, and the wood is for the casket, and the rain is for the dirt, and the dirt is with the rain. The mud is for your shoes you polished this morning. And the morning is for everyone, but this hole is for your papa. He's lying in his old uniform, his pockets full of mothballs. And his eyes are made of glass, and his blood is vinegar. His fingers are made of wax, so they light them for the prayer, and the prayer is for God, so God is for the prayer. And you're walking out of a house erected on thin air, and the air is plagued by dust, and the dust comes with the meal, and the preacher is stained glass, the flowers are stainless steel. Tell you over and over, what comes around goes around.
I really like the stuff he does. And was that a dog I heard barking in the middle of that? That's Simon Joyner, and a track from his LP, The Cowardly Traveller Pays His Toll, on, as I say, Sing Unix Records from Omaha, Nebraska, and the song was called Montgomery. I can't remember whether I've ever played you anything by the famous shouting choir of Finland, Miskuro Hutijat. If I haven't, I certainly should have done. What a fine body of men. Recently featured on British television as well. That's Miskro Hutiat, and the track was called Hera Suomi. This is Shellac, Steve Albini's band, Song of the Minerals. As I may have mentioned earlier in the course of one of these programmes, the 20 minutes or so that I caught of Shellac at the Phoenix Festival earlier this year, about the best 20 minutes musically that I've had all year, I'd say, along with a gig that I went to in Glasgow last weekend, which was pretty wonderful as well, featuring AC Acoustics and Shriek, both of them known to regular listeners to this programme, of course. That was Song of the Minerals by Shellac, and it comes from their LP, Shellac at Action Parked. And while I'm at it, a brief message to my friend Clive in Oman. Thanks very much for the letter, Clive. Another one, or a letter from me, will be heading towards you at the earliest opportunity. This is from the Atmospheres from that golden year, 1959, The Fickle Chicken. Here's one for you to dance to. Oh, they don't write them like that anymore, do they? Those are the Atmospheres, and that's called The Fickle Chicken from 1959, and it comes from an LP called Teen Beat Volume 2, another 30 great rocking instrumentals. It's also the last record from me, John Peel, on the BBC World Service for this week. Thanks very much for listening, and I hope you'll join me again at the same time next week. Until then, goodbye.